4 EastEnders spoilers next week for 28th April, 1st May 2025. Nicola Mitchell faces a reckoning over her murder secret. 1. Nicola Mitchell faces a reckoning over her murder secret. Teddy Mitchell demands answers from Nicola about the circumstances of Shireen's death, and when Teddy insists that their son Harry deserves to know the truth, Nicola protests that it will send him off the rails. Teddy, therefore, reluctantly keeps quiet, but younger son Barney realizes something is going on between his parents and unwittingly gives Nicola pause for thought. Teddy later finds Nicola and orders her to stop what she's doing, as he's got a plan. Teddy pauses work at the site, and he and Nicola do a deal with Benji. Nicola decides to sell Harry's barn to pay Benji, but then Teddy comes up with another solution. Nicola is incredulous over whatever Teddy has done, and this leaves the pair navigating a very tricky situation. But the situation unravels when Nicola is ambushed by an intruder while alone at Harry's barn. There, Nicola faces a reckoning. But has someone found out that she had Shireen killed? 2. Priya Nandrahat lashes out and Joel Marshall makes a move on Avani. Nandrahat Avani is hanging out with Joel, which doesn't impress her dad, Ravi Gulati. Then Priya gets a call from Jack Branning, saying that the police won't be taking Avani's complaint about her traumatic strip search forward. Priya fears how this news will affect Avani, and so decides not to tell her, asking Amy Mitchell to keep quiet too. But when Amy and Avani make up, the truth comes out anyway, and an upset Priya makes another complaint at the police station. When Priya loses her temper, Callum steps in, and at home Avani is furious with her family for lying to her, and she storms out. Priya and Ravi try to make amends with a takeaway night, but Priya ends up letting Avani invite friends over instead. Amy, Denzel Danes and Davinder Nugget Gulati are at the house with Avani, when Joel and Tommy Moon arrive with alcohol, and the boys start drinking. Tommy is teased by the boys about his lack of experience with girls, and Joel gives Tommy some troubling advice. Meanwhile, at Harry's barn, Priya sees red again when Callum and his workmates arrive. As Priya lashes out at them, Ravi is forced to step in. The next morning, a hungover Priya faces Avani's wrath over the altercation with Callum. Suki Panasar Unwin advises Priya to take responsibility, so she apologizes to Callum. Later, Priya is inspired by some parenting advice from Yolande Truman, while Avani meets with dealer Declan, and Joel steps in to pay for some weed when she's refused it for free. Later, Avani is spending time with Barney when Joel and Tommy arrive after she invites them, leaving Barney disappointed. Barney calls Joel out over a disparaging comment about Avani when she's out of the room, but unscrupulous Joel convinces Avani that Barney is at fault. After she storms out, Joel and Avani smoke weed together, and he makes a move on her. How will Avani react? 3. Johnny Carter confesses his feelings to Felix Baker. Johnny confides in his grandmother, Elaine Knight, that he'd like to have a serious relationship with Felix Baker. But Johnny is left disappointed when he asks Felix out, only to be rejected, as Felix already has a date lined up for that night. The following day, Johnny is pleased when he hears that Felix's date was a disappointment. The pair agree to have a movie afternoon together, but just as Johnny is gearing up to ask Felix if they can be a proper couple, Elaine, Gina, Linda Carter and Anna Knight barge in and interrupt them. It's not until the next day that Johnny is able to have a frank conversation with Felix, but as Johnny tells Felix how he feels, how will Felix respond? EastEnders has already confirmed that Felix actor Morrison will be leaving the BBC soap, so it looks like any kind of relationship here is set to be sadly short-lived. 4. Harry Mitchell asks Gina Knight for a date. Harry gives new co-worker Kojo Asare some dating advice, before Harry later tries to chat up Gina. Harry later asks Kojo to put in a good word for him with Gina. Gina is not impressed, but Harry eventually manages to get her to agree to a date. Will Harry be able to win Gina round on their date? We'll also see Anna head to the Albert to try to mend her relationship with Gina. The girls haven't been the same since Gina was exposed for sleeping with Freddie Slater when Anna had strong feelings for him. Can Anna and Gina make up?
Các bạn vừa theo dõi một sản phẩm của EastEnders Spoiler TV. Xin chào và hẹn gặp lại các bạn.